Hello guys, so today we're gonna do something interesting. Now I always say that, but today is really interesting. I'm gonna do something that I've never done before. I'm gonna actually install El Capitan, which is OSX on PC. So I'm gonna install the Mac OS system, okay, on PC, and alongside the Windows 8.1. Now I chose Windows 8.1 because it is the most stable Windows in my opinion. Anyways, it's gonna be a complicated process which needs time. So first thing that we need is time and patience. And we're going to need an existing Hackintosh, okay, to create the bootable USB. You can borrow your friend's Hackintosh or even a Hackintosh if you have one. Just for about maybe an hour or so if your internet connection is good. And you're also going to need two USBs, one to install the Windows on it, and the other to install the Mac. Now they preferably should be both 8 GB. Now other than that, what do we have? We need to have 2 hard disks, so we're going to use 2 internal hard disks. Now it may happen, or it may be working without 2 internal hard disks. However, this guide is following 2 internal hard disks. Anyway, we're also going to follow a guide that only works with Intel PCs, so only Intel PCs are going to work in this guide. Now others may work with some tricks or tips, but I'm following Tony Mac 86X, which is everything. It's a website about everything Hackintosh, except it follows Intel only, so no place for AMD here. Anyways, I'm gonna see what else right here, just to make sure that everything's good. Yeah, and we also have an existing ISO, so we have to have an existing Windows ISO, Windows 8.1. Now you can find one actually on the official website. I will show you a program that will find one on the official website. Now, assuming that you have a product key, a genuine product key. Now, of course, you can pirate one, but that's on your own risk. All of this process actually is on your own risk. I'm sorry to remind you, but yeah, this is a messy process. Be prepared to lose all your files. So I would have a person who is knowledgeable about computers with me when I'm doing this. Now anyways, all that aside, it's going to be a fun trip to be able to run Hackintosh and Windows on the same PC without paying the price of a Hackintosh, and it's fully legal. Let's go! The first step is to go and grab the existing Mac or Hackintosh. Go to the App Store and download El Capitan. Now while you're waiting for El Capitan to download, go ahead and plug in your USB. Now on the Mac, go to Disk Utility and select your drive from there, a USB drive, and press on Erase and format it to these settings. Now I will not press it because I am already formatted. Now go to the System Preferences and select the Security and Privacy. And now you can see a lock button under, and click on it and type your password, and allow all apps to be downloaded from anywhere. Now before you can proceed, you have to check if El Capitan has finished downloading. Now if so, then proceed to the next step. Now download Unibeast. Now the link is found in the description below. You have to sign up for Tony Mac 86X to download the file. Anyways, launch it and go and accept the terms. Choose your USB that you just modified and go and choose, of course, El Capitan. Choose UEFI mode and finally inject NVIDIA, and thus your USB should be created successfully. Now I will not click the button because I already did that. However, if you click it, it should take about a while and then create your USB. Now there are 2 additional files that you will have to download from Tony Mac 86X. Now download them from the description and copy them to the finished USB. Now download Rufus and the media decoration tool from the link in the description below. Now download the media creation tool only if you want the original ISO. Now if you have a pirated ISO, then you do not need the media creation tool. Now if you do have an original Windows key and you want to get the ISO, just open the media creation tool, choose the language, then the edition, then the architecture, 64 or 32-bit, and then after that choose where to save it. Now of course we'll select ISO file and we'll choose the location where we want to download the ISO file. Now insert the USB for Windows. Now after you've secured your ISO, launch Rufus, and then you will have the device option and choose the USB, and then under that choose the GBT partition scheme for UEFI, and then choose the file system as FAT32 and leave the cluster size as default. Now you can name the volume as whatever you want, just leave the other options. And now near the ISO image, select the ISO image and select your downloaded ISO or pirated or the legal one, and after that just click OK after you've located your ISO and start. Once it finishes, then you will have a successful UEFI Windows 8.1 USB. Now to prepare your PC for OS X, bash the F12 key when you restart your computer. Now it depends on your motherboard, and go to the boot list and choose the setup. When you choose the setup, go to the exit and save tab and load the optimized defaults. Now go to BIOS features and there is VTD and disable it. Now also there is Windows 8 features, choose from the list other OS. There is something called secure boot, disable that. Now from the tab above you will find something called peripherals. Now go to that and select SATA configuration and make sure that the drives are set on AHSI. Now if they are, then just go and save the setup, save the BIOS and close the BIOS. At last we can say that we're going to install OS X. Now get your bootable USB for Mac that we created earlier and plug it in and bash the F12 to go to the boot menu and select the USB drive that we're working on, and finally you'll be greeted into a menu which is actually Clover. Now go to the options from the menu as you see on the video. If you have a Maxwell GPU, so we're talking about like a 750 or something that's like a 760. So if you have something like that, you will have to insert this command option so that you can boot into the installer itself. Just type nv_disable = 1. Now just press return and go to the Clover menu and choose boot from the external USB, which is the OS X. Now if you've reached this menu successfully, then hooray. If not, then you have to go back to Clover and click space on the USB external logo and try to boot up into safe mode and see if it works. Now let's go back to the installation setup. Now from there, go to the utilities from the above bar and click on disk utility. Now on the left, choose your drive that you want to install OS X on and then press on erase. Now here, name it El Capitan and make it macOS extended journaled and the GUID partition map, and just press erase. Now I'm not going to do that because I did that already. Now after that, just go to the setup and complete it normally and choose your drive, and you should set up the OS X normally like any computer. Now after the setup's complete, we're going to again bash the F12 key, go to the boot list, select a device or USB, Mac OS USB from the list, and finally this time when we go to Clover, we're not gonna select the external USB, we're going to select the hard drive that we just installed OS X on, and then we should boot straight into the Apple OS X. Just set it up normally and then continue. Now that your Mac OS is up and running, we need to enable the macOS security settings to install from any application, not just applications from the App Store, just like we did in the first step. Assuming everything went alright and we're in the Mac, we're going to copy the files that we copied earlier into our Mac Bootable USB and copy them to the desktop, and then we're going to open them, open the folder and install the EUFI v2 version, and then install the custom pack essentials, and these basically are like the main drivers for your Hackintosh. Now after we've done that stuff, an EFI disk should have been mounted on your desktop. Open that, then open the EFI folder, then open Clover, and then you will have a config list. Now click on that and you will launch an application. Now in this application, choose the Symbus on the left side and choose on the click on the magic wand, and we're going to choose the definition of our Mac. So we'll just choose the Mac Pro 3.1. And now finally save it. Just click file and save this. So now what's left are the graphics driver for me, since the 750 Ti must have the NVIDIA latest drivers in order to run without the command that we put in Clover. Anyways, so let's install them, and after that there are the sound drivers. Now you can install the Clover ALC script, the one found in the description also, and just launch it. And it will ask for the password. Just put that and it will then promote you to say yes to install it. So just say yes and yes on everything, and it should install successfully. Now basically now your Hackintosh is complete. Now you just need to install Windows. At last we can finally install Windows. Now we're gonna insert the USB for Windows that we made earlier, and then we're gonna bash the F12, go through the boot menu, choose our USB, and just start the Windows installation setup. Now just press next, and we're going to choose our partition that we want to install Windows on. Now if the Windows tells you that the partition needs to be GBT, now there's an easy fix in the link, so you just have to follow another video that will actually show you how to fix that. Now if all is well, we're going to continue and install Windows normally. We're actually done from the Windows setup. We're gonna again restart the computer and bash the F12 and go to the setup again, the BIOS setup, and this time we're gonna go to the BIOS features and we're gonna go down, and from the Windows 8 features we're gonna select the Windows 8 OS and also the CSM support to never, and just disable the secure boot. And then again we're going to go up in the BIOS features and make sure that the Mac OS is the first thing to be booted to, so the boot priority is set to Mac OS. Now any other thing can be disabled. Now you just have to put the main priority to Mac OS X. Next thing here is go to power management and turn the wake on LAN off. Now this will cause your Hackintosh to boot by itself sometimes. That should be it, and just save and close. That's it. If you want to go to the Mac, you just go to the hard disk icon and just click on it when you start the computer. And if you want the Windows, you'll just go and click on the Windows hard disk. It's that easy. So what's left? Nothing. Just enjoy it. Now that's the beauty of the Hackintosh. You can join the PC master race and at the same time be with the Mac guys. Now you don't have to pay a premium price for that. Just enjoy. My beautiful, my lovely, I love you. I love you. Oh. Wait, what? Okay, bye. Okay people, thank you for watching. I hope that I helped you. I hope that it was informative. Now if you have anything, just type it in the comments. I will try to help you. If I cannot help you, others will help you gradually. So it's worth a while. Now other than that, as I said before, go to TonyMac86X. Now it's a beautiful form that has everything, and thanks to that, or thanks to them, we were able to do this guide. And again, do not forget to press the subscribe button if you want to subscribe. Now, if you want more videos like this, that will really motivate me. Goodbye people, and see you to my next video.